the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. From the 38, Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Skip the line and fly, but it falls to the ground right Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He juked him. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Goff on 1st down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll get this up to about the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Goff now to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Throwing now is Geno. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 37.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Part of their strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 31, Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
53-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Smith setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Goff throwing complete for Swift. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Goff throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Lions, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Lions to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Goff on first down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's nice to see Jamison Williams recovered from his knee injury suffered in the college football playoff in 2022. And we already knew that his speed was some of the best in the game. And that's a big reason why Detroit traded up to pick him 12th overall. So earliest they've taken a receiver since 2007. That pick being Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson. Nice job there by Williams, using some of that speed there to pick up the first down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 4.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard.
Goff.
Brings up third and 4.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he finds Penny. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Swift going to try up the middle to about the 33-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That one complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give for Walker running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead in this 3rd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brings up a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep at the switch.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Goff again.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Smith. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith.
6-yard line.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now Geno. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Off play action. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Defense was thinking run, and their delta pass of just under 20 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Swift diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Goff looking to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And he'll be corralled right around a 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 3rd and 2, Smith. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
He'll find Eskridge here complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are right back in this football game.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second about a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Goff on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 14-9. Just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will stay a 12-point game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test.